How to delete a value in arrays. Hi coders! CS Time channel here, and this time we will talk about deletion in arrays. Let's begin. Here is the operation in arrays. Traverse, insertion, deletion, searching, and sorting. In this video, our focus is deletion. Suppose you are asked to delete 6 from array as follows. Let's see the visualization. Each element of the array occupy a certain position index in the array, range from 0 up to the length of the array. Let's see it in detail. We want to delete 6 from this array. So the first step is to search the position for delete. I use del variable here to hold 6. So to search the position, I will have to compare variable del to array 0. If it's the same, then we will mark this position. Otherwise, we read the next index. We keep on doing so until the end of index or until we found the value that we want to delete. The next step is to mark the position that here I use pause to mark the position of the value that we want to delete. And then move the array value from A position to B position. Here is the value that we want to delete. It means we have to move these values in A position, start from array 3 up to array 5 to B position, start from array 2 to array 4. So to do that, we will have to copy the value in array 3 to array 2, and then the value in array 4 to array 3, the value in array 5 to array 4. Once we move everything, then the last index will be empty. Then we can assign -1 that indicate it's null. Let's see the pseudocode. We understand just now that to search the value to delete is by comparing 6 to array 0 up to the last. Or we have to read the array from index 0 up to the last. So here I need looping that I use for loop here. Start reading from array 0 up to the last of index. And then to know the value to delete, we have to compare the delete to array 0 and so on. So here is the pseudocode. We check if del equal to array index, then we find the value to delete. Otherwise, we read the next index. That's why we need for loop here. So once we find the value to delete, then we mark the position of the index and we hold it under variable pause. Once we find the position, then we quit from the looping using break. Next job is to copy all values from position A to position B. Therefore, we need looping that move from array 2, which is the position, until the last index -1. So the code looks like this. And then the next job is to copy the value in the position +1 to the position and then keep doing so. Next job is to copy the value from array 3 to array 2, and then from array 4 to array 3, from array 5 to array 4, like this. Once we are done, then over here will be empty, that is 5. We can assign -1 to the last index. Now we can display the array after deletion. So we just need looping that read from index 0 up to the last index -1. So here is the code. Now let's see the implementation in Java. Here I'm using Eclipse. As usual, I prepared the code to make it faster. So I paste it here. Let's see the code. Here is our array. Start from 2, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. And we declare it using integer. And then the variable to delete the value, I use del, and I declare it with integer. And the position to mark the position of the value to delete, I declare it as integer. For the efficiency, I declare I as public, that I use it as variable for the looping. I do the looping to read the array 0 up to the last index. And then I need to compare the delete value to array 0. We compare it. If it's the same, then we mark the position under pause. Otherwise, we go back to the looping, we read the next value in the next index. Once we find it, then we mark the position of the index and we copy to post variable. Once we are done, we quit from the looping to avoid keep on reading the array. The next job is to copy the values from the position of the delete until the last index. We copy, so we need the looping that move from post position until the last index. Next job is to copy the value from the position +1 to the position and so on and so on. Once we are done with this job, then the last index will be empty. Then we can assign -1 or null to the last index. And then to see the result, we just do the looping that read from the first array, which is index 0, up to the last index -1, and we display the array. Now let's see the result. Here it is. This is our value 2, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and we want to delete 6, and our value shows that our 6 has been deleted.
If you learned something from this video, please subscribe and like for more videos. Thanks for watching!